Good morning, eighth grader. If you are watching this video, then that means you are going to be absent from Thursday, September 23rd. Excuse me, also 26th, Thursday. Anyways, always reminder that if you are absent, make sure to check in with me. If you have questions, email me. And then when you do return to school, make sure that you are checking in with me so we can make sure that you got everything that you need and you did not miss anything important. So, September 23rd, we are going outside today, is going to be our plan for the day. So, our goal, I can describe what an observation is in science. So, that is our goal for the day. And we have a word. So what you're going to do here is you're going to pause the video. You're going to find your green sheet. You're going to write this down on your green sheet. And the word that we have is observation. Now, when you write down the definition of observation, it's common to put down, to observe something. Well, you can't use the word when you're defining the word. So you have to think about what would be an answer for observation that doesn't involve saying to make observations or to observe something. So really, when we're talking about observations in science, the idea is that we are using one or more of our five senses to identify an object or to gather information. So that is why we use observations in science, and that is why observations in science, are so important. All right, so our game plan for today is going to be to go outside. And if you are at home, obviously, you can't go over into the big woods. However, you can step outside on your back patio, your back deck. You can step outside somewhere if you're able to. If you're very ill and unable to, that's fine. But at some point, step outside of your house and you're going to take a sheet of paper and you are going to divide it into four. Now, the date is incorrect. I need to correct the date, so excuse the date. It is 9/23/21. And what we are looking for is you're going to be writing down things that you see, things that you smell, things that you hear, and things that you touch. Now, I did put a couple asterisks next to touch because when we go outside in the big woods and whatnot, we do want to make sure that we are leaving it better than we found it. And we want to make sure that we aren't like grabbing branches off the trees and ripping leaves off the trees and so forth. So that's why I have a kind of couple stars next to touch. And as you can see that there are only four of your five senses, there is no taste because we never taste anything when we're in science, or if you go outside, you're never going to put anything in your mouth and taste it. So that is what you can do. You can go make some observations. If you're unable to get outside, would really like you to be outside, but if you're absolutely unable to, then you can make observations of right where you are at that point. Because it's all about practicing those observations. So we're going to go over to Big Woods. At some point when you return, we will make the trip to Big Woods. So just a couple things, expectations. We always want to leave it better than we found it. Stay on the sidewalk, stay on the path, no phones, no technology. So same with you guys. Even if you're at home, let's put those phones away. Okay, I want you to go outside and actually enjoy and make those observations of your environment. When we come back, we'll go through the brown bag observations lab. So we did the brown bag observations lab today, Wednesday. We'll go through all of those answers, and then I will pass out the study guide. I know I said on yesterday, if you were absent yesterday on Wednesday, I said on the video that we were going to get our study guide. Well, we didn't even have close to enough time. So I'm going to pass out the study guides for the upcoming test. If you're going to be back, you can just get a study guide when you get back. You don't need to print one off. If you want to print one off, you're welcome to print one off, but I have copies here, so don't feel like you have to print it off. We're going to pass out the study guide, and we're going to talk about the first couple pieces of it, which is Science Giants. And that will be our game plan for Thursday. So, have a great day. Make sure to reach out with questions if you have questions. Other than that, see you later.